My name is Emma and today we are back with another Magic the Gathering video. Today doing something different, going over my top 10 cards in War of the Spark. But I ain't going through like the top 10 cards I think is going to make it to standard or modern or blah 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 blah. Nope. Today we are going over my top 10 cards that I think are going to make the best meme cards for meme decks. As with any ratings of meme cards, I need to give them a rating out of 10. So we're going to rate these cards out of Fibble Thips. I'm going to stuff that up every single time I say it. Fibble Thips out of 10. With that said, let's get into the memes. First up, Ilharg the Raze Boar. Obviously, this needed to go into this list. I mean, it is a boar god. I would run this card in a meme deck even if it did nothing, but its ability is bloody insane. Whenever Ilharg attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, and then return that creature to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So you pretty much got a boar god yo-yoing a card back in and out of your hand. Also, if it dies, it gets put from the top. It is just mwah, for the memes. A wonderful card. So you're gonna run this with obviously the biggest card you can get, which is a Gulter. So have that in your hand. You're gonna be yo-yoing Gulter in and out. In terms of this card as well, like we were from Charlotte's Web, man. All grown up, got a green mohawk. To keep it protected, some other cards I would play in this deck is Domri, Anak of Bolas. This can make sure your card doesn't get countered, which is pretty sweet, and add some mana so you can get out earlier. For Ilharg, we're going in hard here. It's a bloody pig. We've got to give it 9 out of 10 Fibble Thips. Finale of Glory. Now this can go in an overall spawning angels deck. The idea here is to make your X be 10 and then you spawn 10, yes 10, 4/4 angels. And in this deck I also want to pair with it Parhelion II. I don't know what happened to Parhelion 1. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. Maybe they're rebuilding it like the Death Star. I have no idea. It's crew 4, so it would be a crime not to make one of your 4/4 angels crew this. Flying First Strike Vigilance, aka just a bloody machine. And then when this attack, it also makes some more 4/4 angels. You've got an entire deck of angels here. Like you can chuck in a Divine Visitation in this deck, but this is just the 4/4 angel swarm. We're going to rate this a very solid 7 out of 10 Fibble Thips. Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. I love this card. I love any card that gives you some sort of alternate win condition. This is Jace swirling around some blue magic. With this card, you want to reverse mill yourself. So you've got to go down to 0 cards and then you win the game. This is just going to be a boatload of fun trying to get this off. You can run various mill cards. You can get the persistent petitioners in there. You can get a bunch of draw mechanic, and the +1 ability in itself is a mechanic. Drawing all your cards up and reverse milling yourself and winning the game. You want to be running lots of counters and stuff just to stop people destroying your Jace. It's an alternate win condition. I've got to rate this really highly on the meme scale, so we're going to sit at 9 out of 10 Fibble Thips. Tolsimir, Friend to Wolves. I like this card and a mixture of some other cards in this because you can sort of, there's not enough, but you can sort of make a Wolf's tribal deck. Everyone loves some wolfy boys. This particular card is really fun because it spawns another 3/3 token wolf, and then that fights another creature. Mixing this with Lin, which can create some wolves for you. +1 and +1 ability, again, mwah, sweet. So all of those together create this cute little wolf pack. As you can see from this video, and as you will see from the rest of this list, I'm a big fan of the animal cards, so it's getting rating points. It's a sick pack idea. Mow someone down with your wolves. I am keen. Gonna rate this because it is wolf boys. 6 out of 10 Fibble Thips. Nissa, who shakes the world. The objective of this meme deck would be to destroy your opponent using your forest. Nissa's +1 ability is put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target non-creature land you control. Untap it. It becomes a 0/0 elemental with vigilance and haste that is still a land. Making 3/3 lands. You're raising the world and creating big creatures out of that. I also really like the -8 ability where you can pull literally every forest out of your deck. Sitting there, pulling them out if you're playing physical. But I'm not even done with the land. There's another card in this set. Awaken the V2 Ghazi. I hope I've said that right. Put 9, yes 9, +1/+1 counters on target land you control. It becomes a legendary 0/0 elemental creature with haste named V2 Ghazi. This is an instant and it costs 5 for a 9/9. That's pretty damn sweet if I'm honest with you. Mixing these two together, we are going to be making some extra powerful forests. They are coming after you. Nissa and this pairing, I'm going to rate 8 out of 10 Fibble Thips. Commence the end game. Now this card is going to be paired with a bunch of the other amassed cards in the set to make an overall crazy zombie creature. I think it's called Army in this set. But commence the end game is draw 2 cards, then amass X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So that could be like 7 +1/+1 counters onto your army. That's pretty sweet in itself, but paired with other cards in this set like the Dread Horde Invasion, where you're amassing 1 each turn, pretty sweet. There's just a bunch of other zombies that we're gonna put in this deck that are amassing. So pretty much an entire deck just focused on trying to build up massive zombie army cards. We could also run the Widespread Brutality here, which pretty much hopefully wipes out all the other cards on the field except for your zombie. I know this isn't like a specific card, it's an overall theme, but I'm really looking forward to running an entire amass deck to try to build a massive zombie army. For this, just because it's a more spread out theme, I'm going to rate it 5 out of 10 Fibblethipps. Niv Mizzet Reborn. To be honest, this is mainly in there because you have to run 5 colors, or at least reach to 5 colors before you can actually play it. So I just think that's funny in itself that you need to run that. When Niv Mizzet enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that is exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library. So statistically, you actually have a good chance of drawing a whole bunch of cards with this. It is also a 5 mana flying 6/6, which is pretty sweet on its own. I really love the art where all these people are there praising this massive bloody Niv Mizzet being reborn. At the very, very background of this card, you can see Nicol Bolas standing. And there's a whole bunch of cards that are in this set that can help you achieve this 5 different colored mana. You've got Prismite, which is a creature that can get you any color mana. Mana Geode and Guild Globe. Both of these help achieve that as well. For Niv Mizzet, he deserves a bunch of score just because of how difficult he is to get out and how fun his enter the battlefield is. So with that, I'm gonna rate him 7 out of 10 Fibblethipps. Mowu, loyal companion. You heard me earlier talking about having pets and animals in this, so this had to be one of the cards. This dog is bloody majestic. Look at it. Like, it's groomed so well. It's got all these multiple tails. Bloody 9 tails in Pokemon. Its ability gives it an extra +1/+1 counter whenever you're adding counters to it. So we're going to be trying to add lots of these on this card. And this paired with its owner, Jiang. You can see Mowu in the background there as well. I think it's totally really cute that they have like each of them on each other's card, and this helps you put +1/+1 counters on your target. So obviously you're going to be putting these on Mowu to make a giant super dog. This is like Blue Falcon and Dynamite, except Dynamite is a lot less. Yeah, this pairing, I just want to put these two together. I was actually considering if we put these two in the wolf deck, so we go like ultra dog heavy. You also maybe want to run Giant Growth, which is an excellent pump spell, only 1 mana, and that is most definitely Mowu there, obviously with its +1/+1s on there. I think this is just an awesome like little lore pairing. Mowu, the goodest of the boys. I'm gonna rate this one a 7 out of 10 Fibblethipps. Had to have Nikki B in here somewhere, right? This is Nicol Bolas, Dragon God. Again, this has an alternate win condition. Whenever I see that, I'm like, yep, has to go in, have to play that for sure. The condition we want to meet here is the -8 ability. Each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. This is very lore heavy because obviously the planeswalkers are versing Nicol Bolas. I think that's cool in itself. This card kind of ensures that most decks have to run either legendaries or planeswalkers, because if you reach there, you're gone, you're done. So you're going to be using the -3 abilities and other cards that you've built into this deck to try to destroy their legendaries. I think the hardest part of this is just going to be protecting this card until you can get to the -8. But yeah, I'm keen to just play an all-powerful Nicol Bolas Dragon God, trying to destroy all the planeswalkers around me, trying to win the game by doing just that. Alternate win condition again, so it's going to rate it really high on the meme scale. I'm going to rate this card a 9 out of 10 Fibblethipps. Leaving the best and possibly cutest for last, we've got the Charmed Stray. No, don't say this is anticlimactic. This is reaching the peak of this video. So, Charmed Stray, it has lifelink, first of all. Its goal is to create an army of cute little cats to overrun. When Charmed Stray enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control named Charmed Stray. So you know what you're gonna do with this? You're gonna make an entire deck trying to get these cards out. You're gonna get +1/+1s on each other to create a mass army of Charm Strays. They're only 1 mana, so not hard to get out in general. They're a common card, so you can easily craft them. I'm gonna 100% want to run this with some quasi-duplicate, trying to replicate this card as many times as I can to create a massive cat army. I'm gonna overrun anyone that we come against. If I can win with this deck, I will be stoked. Look how cute the cats are too. Like, you can't argue with this. I am giving this card a 10 out of 10 Fibblethrips. The ultimate meme. Can't get better than this card in this set. Would love to know in the comment section below either what you thought of this video or let me know your favorite card coming to War of the Spark. Either for meme reasons or otherwise maybe you just want to play it in standard because I think it's bloody good. There is some really good cards coming out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, I'm going to be trying to make these decks. Watch me succeed or fail, who knows. That's it for me. See you again soon when War of the Spark releases. Bye!